As you can tell just from the way this program is put together, writing is a journey and it never stops. I'm still on my writing journey and I hope that never stops. I hope that I keep growing and getting better and changing in spoken words. But the thing that helps me do that is to be able to look behind me and see all the places that I've been in my writing before. To see how I felt about something at a particular time helps me better understand how I feel about that same thing now. If this program really is the first time that you've ever encountered spoken word, then I am honoured to be part of that journey. But I hope it is really just the first baby steps that you take into this world of writing. After this program is done, you have the tools to carry on and take your writing in whatever direction that you want to, and performing it as well, and that's amazing. Spark is a show that I wrote because I wanted to write about all the things that were important to me and to acknowledge all the things in my life that made me. And it was only when I was writing the show that I realised just how much that it's the people in my life that make me. And that's a real joy. And it also made me feel really powerful, knowing that who I am as a person is made up because I have a great support network of friends and family and their love and them cheering me on, and that makes me feel like I can do anything. The dictionary definition of empowerment is the process of becoming stronger and more confident while controlling one's life and claiming one's rights. That is what poetry has allowed me to do.
I went back to the beginning and found everything that I was looking for in your faces. Felt so much power in your presence. There is a curse that lies on all of us. You can hear it. In cracked hip bones and tiny first cries, you can feel it in your back, in your shoulders, and the soles of your feet. But this is not the old magic. This is just the brick after brick. In building his heaven, we built our vocabulary around the towers around us, learn to call it home. But this is not the old magic. The old magic is out there. It survived the hurled brick by brick. It found a way to be uprooted, trusted itself in the wind, and took seed in our chest. We have it in every heartbeat where she is needed most. We are the guardians of her mother and her mother. And every cracked hip they try to rebrand a stolen rib. The story changes over time. The truth remains the same, good or bad. I will believe you, believe me. They will still try to come for you, silence you, turn your bloody body into inkwell, use your feathers to rewrite, retell. But remember, no one page could hold your subway map plot lines. You can hold power lines. Have them send you on a journey. No manuscript in the embers could ever erase our story, and we will never be afraid of fire again. We are the women with matches in our teeth and gunpowder chests. We are new moons and fresh starts, harbours and stitches. We are family. We are witches. We know the stakes are high, but being loved by us is so damn magical. We've come a long way to this powerful, and it is not easy. In fact, it is so damn hard to bleed kindness from your chest full of smoke and ember. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're a roaring flame or a cigarette kiss. Musket wit or infernal grit, for we all perfected the art of rising from the ashes long before they ever thought to use it against us. Light up every room. Go through this life scorching. Sometimes all it takes is a spark, and that is all we ever need. Take it, light it up, burn.
Burn is the only poem in the show that doesn't work as a standalone because it's made entirely of bits and pieces of other poems, other lines from the show, and it's all Frankenstein together at the end just to end the show. It was probably my favourite poem to put together because I just got to see how well things about Glasgow and myths about giants and stories about puberty books just all fit together in a way that way better than I ever thought it could. I didn't feel like I had to end on some new message because I felt that I had got to say everything that I wanted to already, and it was just pulling out little bits together and just seeing how they all fitted together to be like, I've made my point. It was really special, and I want you to experience the same thing. So you're going to do that too. by now you should have pages and pages and pages of your notebook or your Word document or your Waxen tablet that are full of scribbles and writing exercises, pieces of poems, startings and ideas, all of them about you. So I want you to go back through all of them and pull out your favourite bits. Grab lines that you thought, yeah, I really like that line, or I didn't feel like I get to fully explore that one, or this is something that I didn't use in this poem, but I feel it's still important. Pull out all your best bits, lay them all out on the page and have a look at them, and then I want you to use what's there as a starting point for a poem. I want you to write a poem that's called Things I Now Know to Be True About Myself. You have more than enough to make this happen. I hope you find bits from all the exercises that we've done that you think, yeah, I'm actually really proud of that. I'm going to use that there. And I hope you have fun putting it together. I'm going to put 15 minutes on the clock for you to write this poem, but I want you to pause it until you actually pull everything out. That's not 15 minutes to pull everything out and also to write the poem. Take as long as you need to go through your notes, make some new ones, pull everything onto a different page. That takes as long as it takes. But then once you're ready to start, 15 minutes on the clock. Happy writing. So all of the exercises that we've done so far, all of them in all the chapters, they're really only there to get you to start writing. No matter what your skill level, whether you've been doing spoken word for years or you have never done it before this program, these exercises are things that you can come back to over and over and over again. They help you get unstuck because writing poetry is hard. And when you see someone perform on stage and you think, my God, they make it look so easy, it's because they've worked hard at making it look that way. I want you to look at what you just written. A piece that you have made from the journey that you've been on with this program so far. You didn't just fart that out. That came from practice and building confidence and doing exercises and experimenting and things going wrong and things not working, and yet you still have a piece at the end that you managed to put together. All that hard work goes into the piece that you have now. Nothing you write is a waste of time. Whether you think that it's not great and it's not really what you wanted to say, it's not really coming across, it's not actually what you feel, it's still not wasted. If anything, it's helped you figure out that that's not what you want to say, that's not what you think, that's not how you want to articulate yourself. That's useful. You can use that with your next piece of writing. The piece you're holding is proof that you're a poet. Keeping everything. Don't put anything in the bin. It's keeping everything. Even if when you open it you want to die of cringe of what you've written, keep it, because you never know when it might be useful. You never know when you might need that thing that you've written. And when you look back through everything being like, I'm sure I've got something that I can use as a starting point for something I want to write now, and there it is.